let me tell. So let me wish them once again good evening, good afternoon, good morning, and good night wherever you are. You are most welcome to our Friday Manthan. And one of my friend was asking that what exactly is Friday Manthan? What is Manthan? Yes, Dr. Abhijit, do you know what is Manthan?
No, but I have seen this term getting trending because in India also I have seen many people conducting such event by term Friday Manthan. Today also I saw a few invite wherein people have started using Friday Manthan as a a tagline.
Okay, okay. So anyway, Manthan is deep thinking. So as we are talking about AI and ML and deep learning, so that's why it is quite appropriate to think deeply about circular economy and waste reduction. So ladies and gentlemen, today, I know that this is Friday evening and your weekend has already started. Still, if you are here and you are watching us, this really it is commendable. I must appreciate each one of you that you are here. But I promise you that it is not going to be a waste evening for you. You are going to know so many things about circular economy, and you are going to be motivated to be the part of this global learning and leadership dialogues. So you must be thinking that this weekend started and I am talking about trashes, waste. I'm talking about these type of garbages and leftover and all those things. But it is not a waste. Next time when you will look at your garbage or at your trash, you will look at them as this is your something. This is a treasure for you because you can make even money out of that. So our topic today is really incredibly very vital, very crucial, and wonderful for each one of us. It talks about circular economy and waste reduction. In simple term, if I say that we are trying to break the old myth that there are certain things in the world those are useful, and there are certain things there those are useless. So these two terms, useful and useless, we have to today we have to remove. There is nothing called useless. Each and everything created by God, each and everything present in this universe has its own value, has its own meaning. We have to find out the way how we are going to make it more useful and how we are going to make it more beneficial for the humanity, for the people, and for this planet. So, ladies and gentlemen, on this beautiful evening, when we are talking about such a wonderful topic where we are going to have the well-being of this universe, well-being of this environment, well-being of the human being. Along with that, we are going to have circular economy. We are going to talk about finance, and we are going to talk about the passive income. We are going to talk about making money out of the waste. This is really a wonderful thing. And to make this more meaningful, more beneficial, we have the experts like Dr. Nazar Danish from Singapore. I extend a warm welcome to him. And we have the expert like Hooni Lim. She will be joining us soon. She is again from Singapore. And we have a famous, renowned, and energetic and ambitious doctor from India, Dr. Abhijit Sarkar. And they all have come to this platform with one mission, with one motto, and that is let's learn together, reflect together, and let's try to make this world a brilliant place for me, for you, and for everyone. So to begin this beautiful discussion on circular economy, let me invite first Dr. Abhijit Sarkar. When we talk about circular economy, what exactly you mean by this? Dr. Abhijit Sarkar ji.
Yeah, sure, sure. So circular economy is very unique term and has been emerging for last few years, and especially when we have seen, especially in India, when the BRSR reporting has become mandatory, many companies have started understanding what circular economy is all about. What does circular means? Circular means a circle, and apparently when we study geometry, what we do, we draw a circle and we start from a point and we end that point. So apparently what does circular economy means, if you are buying a product, after using, the product should reach the same life cycle and you should try to reuse that product. It is all about reuse, recycle, and ensure that we eliminate the waste completely. So we should, firmly believe on the fundamental that anything that is being brought in has enough life cycle. And rather than, benchmarking the asset life cycle and defining that after 5 years I will have to throw it off, that's the wrong notion, which, most of the, the industry colleagues should be aware about. So in circular economy, anything we bring in, we should ensure that, when we bring in, it has to be utilized in such a way that over a period of time, after 10 years also, we should be able to use it in the same way when we brought it. And for that, what we need to do is basically we need to follow, strong fundamental of recycle, reuse, so that, we are able to ensure that the life cycle of that asset is enhanced and it is brought into use after relevant period of time. So it is not like, waste. There is nothing called waste. There is nothing like, a product which can be called end of its life, because the product never ends so far you are able to manage a thing. For an example, if we are building an office, furniture, we feel that, after 5 years I have to do the refurbishment of this office, so I have to scrap the whole office and I have to go for a new furniture. But what happens, many a times we sell off those furniture and, we redo the whole thing. But most of the furniture buyer, for them it's a good business, because they buy it at a cheaper rate and they sell it to those company who intend to buy this product as a part of their refurbishment, project. And when they do that, basically, what we are doing, you are recycling a product and using it. Maybe you can find it a bit expensive, but what you are doing, everything is not money. At the end of the day, you are attributing to, your nation, attributing to your mother earth. And apparently, if at all you have to use the same furniture to be rebuilt, understand the amount of trees you would require to cut, understand the amount of water you need to be put into use. But when you buy those product as a refurbished product and you make those into use, definitely, you are contributing to, a nature. So that is all about, circular economy, because a product has been brought. If one company has not used, there is some other company which is using it. So that product has not gone or got eliminated or defined as a, wastages. It has gone into a, a refurbishment or a recycle or a reuse mechanism. So what I have done, rather than eliminating it, I have reused it or refurbished it. So thereby I have contributed to my mother earth by not going for a new product, by ensuring that I have refurbished and I have reused and recycled, so that, I am able to save a lot of trees, I am able to save a lot of water, and here I give my contribution towards my nation, towards my, generation, towards my community, and towards bigger is towards my mother earth. So circular economy is more about, starting and ending at the same point. Nothing is waste. You start with the good usage and you end with the good usage. That is all about circular economy in nutshell.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Abhijit Sarkar. Thank you. It was really well explained. And I think there is nothing left about circular economy, although the different aspects of it has to be understood in a better way. So thank you very much for sharing. And
Thank
since
you.
Dr. Nazar Danish from Singapore is the expert of waste management, so I think the second part of our topic is circular economy and waste reduction. I would like to know from Dr. Nazar Danish that what exactly we mean when we say waste reduction. You are muted, Dr. Nazar.
Thank you, Dr. Haleema. Thank you very much for giving this opportunity to me. I'm Dr. Nazar. I'm PhD in waste management and renewable energy. So, what does I do? And what does nascorp.com, the company which I work for as a global operation director? We are a clean tech, ITAD, and sustainable solution company. IT asset disposal. So, first thing comes in circular economy. As Dr. Abhijit has explained it, it's really nice way he has explained each and every aspect of it. And yes, there is life cycle to everything which is produced. So, what is circular economy? I'll just give you a small gist of it. Circular economy is basically reuse, reduce, recycle, refurbish, so that you are basically reusing and reducing at the same time, which also gives you the second answer, which is waste reduction. So, circular economy itself, it's why it is called an economy. Economy means anything which goes round and round. The business, economy, it's like which is circulating with this waste. So there is so many people, so many families, so many businesses which are attached to circular economy. So the economy is made in, from, and for the waste reduction. That is what circular economy is. Reduce, reuse, refurbish, and recycle. What we do, we also help people when we are doing recycling or reducing the waste. First, we talk about corporate waste. Corporate waste means a lot of technology stuff because AI is now implemented everywhere. And for that, there's a lot of electronic waste is generated, not because they are old, it's because the technology is moving too fast. So, this is also one place where waste reduction can be done. How? Those things which are not using that particular AI algorithm or that kind of standards which AI, artificial intelligence, require, because you have to go according to the current scenario. If a company which does artificial intelligence programming or implementation, yes, they need the devices which has to be as per the requirement of compliance and the standard of artificial intelligence programming and implementation. But those devices which can be still used from these companies for a reuse purpose for those smaller firms, schools, education institutes, or those areas where the power or the strength of that machine, that computer or a server or a laptop or a mobile phone or a tablet can be still used to solve that minimum purpose. Example, when you go to hospital, you go with your ID card, they will tap in your ID and they will pull your number and give you a assigned number that, okay, you have to go to this room or this room. So these are basic steps. But when it goes to the next level where the reports are generated, they have to be accumulated and they have to be processed fast that it can be reaching to the doctors and particular departments. That time artificial intelligence comes. So we cannot give the same machine which a receptionist is using to the doctor's desk because the requirement at the doctor desk will be more advanced. But that same machine which doctor has used, that can be assigned to a reception because there will be only basic work which is basically taking your data, inputting in the data and processing the data. So that is waste reduction in corporate. Second thing comes waste reduction in our home. There's not only electronic waste which is to be reused, but you have your home bio waste, basically like vegetables, fruits. When you eat them, there are leftovers that can be reduced. Instead of throwing into directly to into rubbish bin, you can reuse them for your manure in the plants. You can put it in the plants and you can just cut them, clean them, and put it in the plants. They will work as a manure, natural manure. So that could be a reduction of waste from home purpose. Plastic in our home, plastic in our shopping, groceries. When we go for grocery shopping, try to take the bag which is reusable bag or a jute bag or those bags which are made for paper. Like plastic is there, we can reduce the quantity because some places you cannot avoid plastic. Reason being, it needs a particular strength. So you can reduce it by reusing your used bags. Even your used plastics can be reused, repurposed for your. You go for grocery and you have a lot of plastic bags. You can try to avoid them first. You can carry in your reusable bags. But if you cannot and you still got the plastic, you can reuse it for packing your junk of your own house and then throwing it into the right bin. So you can reduce plastic bottles, plastic packets, lot of those packings which you receive with items, those plastics also can be reused. And after that, now because technology is evolving in waste reduction, we also started doing waste to energy, which is basically creating or generating energy from the waste of municipal waste as well as your general waste, which can be reused for as a burning fuel after a particular process. So, manufacturing waste, industrial waste, food factory waste can also be used as a manure or biomass waste, which can be used for producing biomass or biogas. So, if you see in circular economy today, everything can be reused. As Dr. Abhijit said, as Dr. Haleema said so many times, that our aim is to have a green earth. Our aim is to reuse and repurpose as much as we can. This all comes in circular economy. Waste reduction, I have explained you what is circular economy in gist, and waste reduction in the way of corporate as well as a home. Now we go to students and working class, like working women, working men, how we can reuse and reduce. For students, when you use the paper and pencil, you can use rubber, erase them, and you can reuse the books. We have reused the books. I personally have used books of my elder brothers, sisters, and my friends, because at same time you save cost, and at the same time the syllabus doesn't change immediately after 1 year. It takes 2 to 3 years to change. So you can reuse those books. Don't feel shame in using a reused book. You can donate your books to
Yes,
the
Dr. Nazar, this is really a wonderful sentence, that don't feel shame, because people, they always think that what the people will say if I'm going to reuse. So thank you very much for sharing such beautiful information with us.
Thank you. Thank you.
Let us have a look of some of the examples of circular economy, as both
Please.
of our speakers have mentioned very rightly and elaborately. They have focused on this. So if we talk about the electronics, phones and laptops are repaired, refurbished and resold. And if we talk about the fashion, clothing rental, resale and upcycling, old garments. And for your kind information, let me share with you all that Edufam is going to start on this aspect also, that is Edufam Sustainable Fashion Orbit. So we are working upon that,
That's
and
nice.
inshallah very soon we are going to work on that, and it will be focusing mostly on the upcycling of the garments. It is like enough of enough now for each function, for each program, new garments, and that thousands and thousands of money we are spending on that. So Edufam is going to work on this also, hopefully. Just pray for that project. Then automobiles, we can use car parts and remanufactured and reused. Then packaging, then furniture, as Dr. Abhijit has rightly said, that furniture we can always use, repair and refurbish. Then food waste also, either we can give, if it is in the good condition, we can give to the poor and needy people, or otherwise we can use it as compost. And then construction, building materials, steel, bricks and wood can also be reused. Plastics can be reused. Energy can be regenerated. Organic waste is turned into renewable energy through, there are different ways. Then school offices, books, uniform, devices, supplies, as Mr. Nazar Danish, Dr. Nazar Danish was mentioning. So we can take this, some of the examples, and these examples are really very good. And there are industries, those who are really working on this, and they are not only it is like greenwashing or eye washing, we can say, but in particularly they are doing this. So now coming to the responsibility part, because this is what we have discussed, that what exactly is circular economy, and secondly, what is waste reduction. Now, when it comes to the responsibility part, everybody thinks that it is the responsibility of my neighbor or the next person, and alone I cannot do anything. And what I can do, I am a single person, I am helpless. So in this case, if we talk about the educational institutions, students, youth, teachers, professors, Dr. Abhijit Sarkar, you are associated with many of the educational institutions. Will you please throw some light on this, that what is their responsibility towards circular economy and waste management, please?
Okay, doctor, first thing is, education institution should be the first foundation to adopt circular economy, because they are the one who are creating the CEOs of tomorrow. Apparently, because you are creating the foundation, and these are the people who are going to be on the field and implement the circular economy in larger way over a period of time. But when we have started our career, we never had anybody to mentor or guide us. But in today's corporate world, there are a lot of people. In fact, I go to the colleges and educate, but what I see, most of the colleges, there are two things. Sustainability is not considered to be a topic which most of the education institutions are eagerly aware about. Or secondly, even if they are aware about, they feel that it is not a priority. Third, they feel that there is a misperception that to adopt circular sustainability, there could be an element of cost. So it's very important that when they have that perception, either they should clear this perception through industry leaders who are ready to come explain them, or they should at least try to take guidance from consultant to understand that how can they do a responsible way of running an education institute. Because what I see, most of the colleges don't even do a basic thing. To be very honest, there is huge potential when we talk about education institutions. When we studied in a school and colleges, we never even had a fan in our classes. But today, when we talk about international schools, they are full of air conditions and digital boards and so on and so forth. So for the emerging technology and everything is used, we should understand that with growing technology, there is also an element of electricity being used. So how efficiently you are going to make use of those electricity and reduce the carbon emission is very important for every colleges and education institution. So for every education institution, whether it is a school or a college, when they construct any building, they should be first aware that what kind of thing I can do to ensure that my building and my recurring activity becomes sustainable. First thing, whether I can use a recycled material in this building, so that I can demonstrate that my building itself fall into a category of a LEED certified, or any category of a building wherein I can create an example to others. I have not seen a single education institution or a college which demonstrate that they have been following any kind of sustainability practice, except few of the element like saving water and so, which is on a marginal level. Water is something which is consumed at large, especially in the washrooms and in the drinking side. So they should create awareness among students, and you install various equipments to reduce the water flow by using various technology and facades. In terms of energy, because most of the classrooms are full of air conditions and multiple lights. So they should ensure that rather than avoiding a spend, they should go for product which is certified by Bureau of Energy Efficiency, which can give a saving not only in terms of energy, but they should also spend a bit on various sensors. When they know that the classrooms are not full, the energy automatically isolates and cut off, so that in case anybody has even forgotten to switch off the AC or the lights, the system should get cut off because of the sensor. So there are a lot of things the colleges and education system can do. Waste segregation is very important, because most of the schools and colleges have a lot of waste that gets generated through their cafeteria and canteen. If they follow appropriate method of waste segregation, they can definitely add value to the waste management. Secondly, they should move larger toward digitalization and try to eliminate the usage of paper as much as possible, and try to create an environment wherein most of the students are provided with either laptop or tab, wherein the we already have AI and everything in place, so that not necessarily that you have to write everything, it automatically things get recorded. So it's all about what level of technology you are following, so that you are able to bring in that thing into picture. But what require is intent, because most of the school and colleges now are looking for avoiding something which can relate to a spend, and circular economy or sustainability is something where there are investment. But then people should also realize that when you spend, the ROIs are faster, and you create an example within the community that you are doing a business or you are running a institution with the responsible way. So there is a huge potential which lies in the education institutions to follow. create awareness among themselves, create awareness among the students, because they are the one who are going to lead the future generation. Create a strong foundation, till the time they reach their corporate world, they should be well aware that what is sustainability. It should not that they reach corporate and then they realize what sustainability is all about. So there is a lot of potential which lies in the education institution to follow and attribute towards mother earth. But only thing is, the awareness is very important, because most of the educations today lack the awareness on sustainability, and those who are aware, they avoid it because of cost. So these two things, which I would say strongly that if they try to figure out, definitely we can see education institutions are growing. Their contribution towards mother earth could be quite a larger and significant.
Thank you. Thank you very much. It was really an elaborative answer where you have reminded the responsibility of the educational institution. And I 100% agree with you. Because when I was in the school working as either as a teacher or headmistress or principal, I found exactly the same, that sustainability was taken as extra activity. It is not incorporated into our core curriculum, while it should be in the core curriculum. And when we talk about sustainability, most of the people, they think about that it is just environment and it is a responsibility of the science teacher or EVS teacher or environment teacher. Although this is the basis of our existence. Correct. If we cannot sustain our earth, then naturally where will be the life? This is the only planet where we have the life. And this has to be taught to the children from the childhood. Look at Japan, how Japanese are training their children from the childhood to do their own tasks, to clean the environment, to take care of the nature, and to in the beginning they don't teach just ABCD or alphabets or numerals or examination or test or this test and that test. They just focus on the life skills that is essential to understand this entire globe and to work upon that. So thank you very much for sharing such beautiful information. Today we have with us today we have Miss Samina with us. Dr. Samina, may I request you to kindly let us know if you have any answer or if you want to add up something to our discussion on circular economy and waste reduction, so that we can then move ahead with our next aspect of the discussion. Yes, Dr. Samina. Samina, are you there? Samina Alvi?
Assalamu alaikum, ma'am. Can you please repeat the question? I thought you were referring to some other Samina, so I was not paying too much attention.
You are Samina Alvi here in the meeting, and my question is that do you want to ask something or you want to add on something so that we can go ahead? Otherwise, then we will move to the next aspect of our discussion.
At the moment, no, ma'am. I actually agree with all the points that have been discussed, especially regarding the recycling of the products and not creating waste or using more better ways. Even we were planning similar module in Lucknow that is going to educate and aware people about using resources in a better way, so not to create lot of wastage. So I think so far I have no question, but if I will have, I'll raise my hand.
Yeah, that's really a great initiative. And Samina, we are going to contact, we can be in touch on the WhatsApp so that we can understand what exactly you are planning in Lucknow, and in whatever way Edufam can be very useful for you, so that in terms of any advice or in terms of any support or any sort of intellectual support or financial support or whatever support. So inshallah, we are going to discuss about that. Thank you very much, Samina, for being here. Okay, now we have come to the end of our discussion, and the last question that I'm going to ask both our distinguished speaker of this evening, the last is the most crucial question. Just now we were talking about the educational institutions, educational leaders, principals, teachers, students, parents, and all the stakeholders. But now the last question is, what is the responsibility of mine as an individual? Instead of pointing out others, when we point out other people, the people say that 3 fingers are pointing at you. when you are pointing one finger to other person. So instead of pointing out to the industries, to the institutions, to the organizations, let us just focus and try to understand what is my responsibility in circular economy and waste reduction as an individual. Yes, coming to you, Dr. Nazar Danish. Please unmute yourself.
Thank you, ma'am. It's very, very important and very critical to see ourselves before seeing others. Because you say, there's a saying, everything starts from home.
Yes, very true.
So, first thing first is, I will suggest that what I do as a personal, I will tell you about me is I try to reuse my devices. Even if you see my own desk, my devices are all refurbished or reused devices. From
Great.
my monitor to my mouse to my laptop to my phone, everything is used by somebody, and I'm reusing it.
Inform our viewers that Dr. Nazar Danish is a person who is the founder and who is the CEO of his own company, not only in Singapore, but in several countries. And it is
I'm
not that he
actually,
cannot afford. Yes, yes.
I am, I'm not the 100% owner, but yes, I am a founder member, and yes, I am. I'm working as a director, global operations, and now at current stage, we have already delivered to IT, to government, to private sector, 500 Fortune 500 banks. Um, like even in your pocket, you have the cards. They are our customers. Even the computer, or you are using some parts in your house electronics, Samsung, Siemens, all those big companies, ABB, Visa, Mastercard, DBS, HCL, Tech Mahindra, TCS, IBM, Dell, like you name it, Lenovo, HP. We have somewhere contributed or helped them with a lot of waste reduction and waste disposal planning, or you can say their resource planning on the electronic waste side. And we do work in around 31 countries. We have already delivered to different clients. 31 countries we have delivered the projects, and with the part we with the help of our teams, basically local partners and sub vendors also some places. But yes, we have delivered, contributed in creating a circular economy. Not only just creating a circular economy, but my focus is not the monetary part. Monetary is second. What waste reduction and awareness. I also do as a professor lecturer for few colleges, and my only focus is reduction of waste. Because when we reduce today, as I personally, as I told you, I'm reusing most of my devices. My clothes are also sometimes is reused. Sometimes I use the used clothes, and sometimes I don't feel shame in that, because when I was a child, when I cannot afford it, my family was not a like rich family, but I was so fortunate that I had friends and families who were able to help me with those kind of reusability stuff. I don't feel bad. Today, I can give my things to other people to help.
मुझे लगता है डॉक्टर नजर दानिश, मुझे इस बात को बहुत ही जोर डाल करके हिंदी में बोलना चाहिए अपने लोगों के लिए कि look at Dr. Nazar Danish who has
Ma'am,
from
when we
Singapore.
do from home, then only we can do something.
Yeah,
आप जब तक दर्द नहीं लोगे ना, when there's no pain,
मैं आपको क्या बताऊं यहाँ क्या सूरत हाल है कि
you will not
जिनके
have
पास
the
कम
interest on
रिसोर्सेस
that.
हैं वो ज्यादा ही वेस्ट करते हैं. I have
Ma'am, देखिए,
they are struggling for the money and they are wasting like anything.
What happens, ma'am? Even in, see, I also come with a family, and like it's a package, So some people will waste, but our work is to try to educate, try to aware. एक ना कहावत होती है. I'm speaking in Hindi now. There's a saying. रस्सी जो होती है ना, उसको खींचते रहो, छोड़ते रहो, खींचते रहो, छोड़ते रहो, रस्सी से भी निशान आ जाएगा. तो जब हम अगर इस चीज को इम्प्लीमेंट करें, जैसे आई एम वेरी वेरी थैंकफुल टू डॉक्टर हलीमा, because I have seen her dedication from last 4-5 years. I know her, and I see her that she is not going to give up on getting people together without any personal interest, trying to get people introduced to each other. Maybe they can help to grow, they can help to teach each other, they can help to share knowledge. But this is what is consistency. And that's what I say, that when we practice in our own home, reducing, recycling, reuse, repurpose, recycle, and reduce, it will automatically go in the system. Your children will learn, your friends, brother, sister. Today, tomorrow, day after tomorrow, your students, your teachers even, they will see that this guy or this girl is just practicing, just trying. Whatever we say, they still do the same thing. This might
Dr.
make a
Nazar,
small
thank
change,
you so
and that
much.
will
I'm
be a
so
big
much,
change. Thank
yes,
you, ma'am.
I'm
Thank
so
you.
much impressed. और अभी आपकी इन बातों से जो है मेरे भी दिल में, मतलब कहीं ना कहीं दिल में एक खलिश सी पैदा हुई है. Because if I recall my own days when I was working as a senior teacher or as headmistress or principal, I don't remember कि कभी मेरा कोई भी कपड़ा जो है ना वो फटा होगा. ठीक है, क्योंकि हम इतना इंतजार ही नहीं करते कि कपड़ा फटे.
Correct.
हम खरीदते जाते खरीदते जाते खरीदते जाते हैं.
मैम, वेस्टेज हम लोग भी करते हैं,
लेकिन
बट
कल
हमें कंट्रोल करना चाहिए.
क्योंकि जब से मैंने सस्टेनेबिलिटी के लिए काम करना शुरू किया है, जब से मैंने रिजाइन किया अपनी जॉब से और मैंने अपने आप को इसके लिए वक्फ किया, तो मैंने इस पे इतनी पाबंदी लगाई है अपने दिल और जज्बात पे कि कल मैंने पहली बार देखा कि भाई मेरी एक शलवार फटी, तो मुझे इतनी खुशी हुई कि देखो इसका मतलब मैंने इसको इतना इस्तेमाल किया है, इतना यूज किया है. क्योंकि आजकल इतनी गर्मियां हैं यहाँ, यू नो, इन दिल्ली, एंड ड्यूरिंग समर, जब मैं दुबई गई तो वहां भी उतनी ही गर्मी थी. सो ड्यूरिंग समर we always look at the cotton clothes, and cotton clothes are comfortable and plus they are delicate also. वो फट भी जाते हैं, वरना और दूसरे कपड़े तो बहुत मुश्किल से फटते हैं.
On
So
cloth recycling, I will just tell you one example.
yes,
Have you seen in Delhi or in any part of tier 2 country, tier 2 states, there are reused clothes which are sold on the roadside?
I think Sarojini Naidu market.
Everywhere. And you believe it or not, they are actually reused clothes, but they sell it as new also. What they do is they refurbish them, and they sell it as a new. And if you have seen the one more example, which I have seen my own mother, she used to give the clothes to a vendor who used to come, and they make the, the carpet, house carpet from the used clothes. And I used to see her and I used to be like, first I used to say, Mommy, why are you so stingy? Why are you doing this? Kya kar rahe ho? But then I realized that what she was doing is she was giving me basics that don't waste, because this waste is somebody's treasure. And ask that person who don't have this to even use. Ask that person who is sleeping on the roadside and don't have even one used cloth to wear. So instead of throwing your clothes, try to give it to people who you think that you can help them to reuse them.
Yes,
Instead of
very
throwing it in dustbin, if you think that this shirt doesn't look good on me now anymore, don't throw it. Go and collect it and give it to somebody on the place where you see somebody requires it.
Yes, Dr.
Don't
Nazar,
just go directly to the donation
thoughts
box.
are reaching out to the
Donate,
heart.
yes, donate by your hands. When you donate by your hands, you will feel it, and that will make your children also do this, so that you will see the change when they grow. They will teach the same thing to their kids, and that's where we have a green world. So that's why I said always our slogan is "Go green, save the world."
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yes, Dr. Abhijit ji, now we are running short of time already. We have exceeded the time, but no issues. It was so important. This discussion is so important. आप बताएं कि आपने कभी एक्सपीरियंस किया है इस चीज को कि किसी चीज को टू द फुलेस्ट यूज करके कितना सेटिस्फैक्शन मिलता है?
श्री देखिए डॉक्टर हलीमा, sustainability is definitely not a new concept. We all are now trying to learn because we have forgotten what is sustainability. Otherwise, if I look at my parents, if I look at my grandparents, they are well aware what sustainability is all about. Even if you see the Indian architectural or the buildings which are constructed today, they are in such a condition that every element of sustainability is being considered. So my greatest example was our grandparents, our parents, who used to who has given us one mandate that everything that has been brought needs to be reused, and that should be first reused within the family before it go out to the other people to be reused. If I have an elder brother, whether he is my own brother or he is my cousin, if he buys a clothes for him, we used to wait even for the clothes till the time he reaches a certain level. We used to wait कि वो शर्ट तो मुझे अच्छी लगी है, कल जब उसको डिस्कार्ड करेगा, I will be the first person to get that. When I was wearing half pant, I was very keen कि मेरा बड़ा भाई कब मुझे full pant देगा, and then after that I will start wearing full pants. When he gets into a situation wherein he will start using moped, I will get his cycle. So apparently this culture had been brought into ourselves by our parents, grandparents, but we as a parents should try to bring that culture to our children, because what we feel कि बच्चे ने मांगा, I don't want it to say him no, because he has to compete with people. कल अगर उसको मैं नहीं दूंगा, if he goes along with his friend, he will feel that what I have brought, मेरे को पिताजी ने पुराना कपड़ा किसी का यूज किया हुआ दिया है, and how will my friends will not understand this is sustainability. So somewhere or other, we as a parents or the leaders should have ownership of also educating our children, that they should also accept the fact that reuse and recycle is also a process which they should start building on, inheriting within their fundamental. So when I started my corporate leadership in the sustainability almost 2 decades back, I started bringing the fundamental of recycle paper into use. And it is very important in corporate, what you preach you follow first, rather than preaching and asking other to follow will never make you win the the fundamentals. So nobody was aware what recycle is. Many times people used to agitate, अरे यार तुमने ये क्या दे दिया, मेरे पास तो इतनी ब्रांडेड डायरी थी पर आपने क्या पेपर लाके दिया. But then when I used to educate people कि what is the effort we have brought in to bring this recycle paper, and what amount of money we have saved, money in the sense what amount of nature resources we have sent. I used to send them dashboard that आज इतने डायरीज मैंने ये महीने में circulate किया है which are recycled, and with this I have saved so many trees, so many waters. So your contribution has supported us to save so much of natural resources. Believe me, from leaders, their team, from their team, and the whole organization moved into recycle notepads. And that is how it was a time when we found difficult that the demand for notepads gone up, and there was very limited supplier. So what you preach you need to practice. I eliminated the paper cups from my office. People used to find very easy to go to a cafe machine and take a coffee and sip it. But I said better, I will give you a better mug. You go to the place, drink it, wash it, and use it. It's very important that when I send them a example that if I am saving so much of cups, what is the amount of waste I am eliminating, what is the amount of resource like natural tree and water I am saving, and what is your contribution. I said it is not my contribution, because if you are using one metal cup, and if you are drinking 4 cup a day, and monthly if you are using x amount of cups, you see what is your contribution to mother earth. It is not whom, and collectively as a organization we are contributing. So definitely it is a collective initiative, but then this initiative has to be led by everybody to come into a larger impact. So every step that you do needs to be set an example, and at that example has to be in such a way that you should make people convinced to follow it. Because today people don't want to come out of their comfort zone, or don't want to compromise on the brand. But when you set them an example and you give them the analysis, everybody would like to move into a place wherein they would like to join you and be a part of your sustainability initiative.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Dr. Abhijit ji. These are practical examples that you have given, and I hope our viewers are going to practice from today onwards. Thank you very much for being with us. Next week, again, we will be here with the crucial topic related to sustainability, because this is our earth and we have to make it green as it was in the past. We are not the owner of this planet, we are the custodian of this planet, and it is our responsibility to return to our future generation in a better way, in a better condition. So thank you very much, Dr. Abhijit Sarkar. Thank you very much, Dr. Nazar Danish. Thank you, everyone, those who are watching. Thank you, Sadia Khaled, who is watching and who is showing interest in our conversation. And thank you, Samina Alvi, who has joined us from Lucknow. Thank you, all others, those who are the part of this initiative of sustainability. Thank you and God bless you.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Have a good day.